First this evening, the people of Northeast St. Anne will go to the polls in a by-election on September 30.
The by-election comes almost a year before a general election is constitutionally due and could be the first of several in coming months.
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. I hope you guys are having a fabulous week so far and happy new month. Anyway, today I'm here to talk to you about the by-elections that are happening in Jamaica. You guys just heard that there's one coming up on September 30th in Northeast St. Anne. The former Member of Parliament, Marcia Smith, formerly resigned 2 days ago. There are 3 seats to be filled. The former Speaker of the House, Marissa Dalrymple, she also resigned, and there's going to be a by-election in her constituency. Also, Dr. Nigel Clark, who was just promoted to the IMF, there's going to be a by-election there too, as his seat will need to be filled. He leaves Jamaica on October 30th to assume his new role in Washington, D.C. as one of the deputy managers of the IMF. So here's where it gets interesting, guys. The People's National Party, led by Mark Golding and Peter Bunting, the buyers of the party, the ones who toppled the party and hijacked it, yes, they said that they're not contesting the election, the by-elections, the one that's coming up November 30th, and I assume any more thereafter. Their excuse is, well, it's close to a general election and we're preparing for the general election. Now, guys, how does that make sense? The PNP claimed that they won the local government election. They claimed victory and the government claimed victory. Well, the truth and the numbers says that the Jamaica Labour Party won the local government election. It was close, but they won, and that is the fact. Never in Jamaica's history have we had 2 parties claiming victory in any election, but that is the alien style of politics that Rise United movement and Mark Golding brought into Jamaica. Well, one would wonder to themselves, if they so-called won the local government election, and I say they, I'm talking about the People's National Party, or rather the Rise United movement, because that's what they are. Guys, if they won the local government election, you would think that they would feel confident and they would want to build on that momentum as we are 1 year away from a general election. But no, they can't do that. And I'm going to tell you why they cannot do it. 3 things. They have no quality candidates. They have no organization ability and skills. And also, they have no money. If you look at the 3 by-elections that's supposed to take place, and you look at the so-called candidates, most people don't even know what they are. And it's not even worth putting them on the screen because, honestly, guys, they're just not fit in my view. And honestly, I can only name one. Really, and that's the man when you're Manly down in Southeast St. Anne. I don't know the others because I don't think there's any candidate. But anyway, they have no quality candidates, number 1. They have no organizational skills because remember, Mark Golding is not that type of person who is a political animal or political savvy. At the minimum, he doesn't have those skills. Peter Bunting lost his seat, clearly doesn't have the skill. Dayton Campbell lost his seat, clearly doesn't have the skill. But that's who Mark Golding chose to put at the party's secretariat. Guys, Mark Golding has an affinity to losers and people who are low-skilled. I don't understand that because in politics, you want to draw on the best among you, the best qualified, the best talented. Mark Golding doesn't have that ability and is not cognizant of the importance of that. Now let us talk about the money part. Remember that Mark Golding came to the PNP to be its leader on the premise that he has money. It's not just him who says so. Dayton Campbell was out there balling it out in our people's face. So the party need a leader with money. And the guys, some people bought into it. Some of the PNP delegates, they bought into it because they didn't understand clearly that when it comes to politics, you have to have more than money. You need skills. You need people skills. You need all sorts of skills, leadership skills. All them something there are more important because you know why? You see, if you have the ability to win. You have the ability to lead. People will gravitate to you. People will donate to you. You have the ability to do fundraising and things like that. You know, money will come. So, Mark Golding say him have money. I'm sure you guys remember when him come beat him chest and say, me don't make my money already. You know, beat him chest, and Andrew Wallace them only know about politics, them don't know about money. And I say, look at that thing. This politics come to in Jamaica. Anyway, here it comes. A time now when the real deal must happen, when the money for spend, and when Mark Golding must put him money where him out there. Them not no money, guys. Last night, if you know over the other channel, on hear the argument over there. When if you know hear, go over there, go watch it. Up at the PNP headquarters, my guest come say, PNP has the highest rate of unemployment in Jamaica. Why? The PNP used to have people hired at the party's HQ. And right now, I must say want somebody up there. And no traffic not up there like one time. Traffic used to up at PNP headquarters, but not anymore, guys. The thing popped down. Mash right up because of Bunting and Golding, Dayton Campbell and those guys. Nobody don't want to work with them for obvious reasons. Because they're so vile, they're so vicious. They don't like women. Their entire attitude and characteristics, huge turnoff. Nobody wants to be around them. So, here it is. The $10 million where Mark Golding dangle over the comrades' them head. So if you don't elect me president, me go give the workers at the party $10 million. Oh God, what a desperate situation. Anyway, him cannot put the money where him out there, so therefore, a man who come declare victory in the local government election, which he lost, doesn't have the confidence, money, organizational skills, or any of that to contest 3 by-elections, right? Perfect opportunity. Perfect opportunity. I mean, the by-election has to happen. You know, it is what it is. And it is appalling that they're complaining. How do you complain? You want to farm government. Why do you complain? You saddle up yourself and you rally your base, man, and you go out there and you get yourself ready and get your people excited. By-election, yeah, we're going to win that. Next year, general election, we're going to win that. That should be the mindset. That should be the talking point. But instead, them depend on some other stuff. They might tell Andrew Wallace, declare your assets. When the Integrity Commission came out, I think last month, and said that the Prime Minister did declare his assets. They, the Integrity Commission, are just waiting and in the process of certifying it. There's no problem there. They have no problem with the Prime Minister. But the propagandists, them. And that's why we have this channel, you know, guys, to tell the truth and speak it forever, you know. And nobody cannot trample on our freedom of speech and our right to speak truth. So this is what that's all about, guys. It is a sad situation. These people have been making a mockery of Jamaica's politics and our political processes for the last 4 years. And this is where it has gotten them. Terrible, terrible situation, as we can see. But, you know, sometimes it's comical to watch, and other times it's not, because we're talking about the people's business, you know, and every country needs a viable opposition. And these guys are not viable in opposition. I don't know why they're trying to go into government. They need to, as a matter of fact, at this point in time, one can quote JPU on saying this. The PNP needs to stop opposing at this time. They need to focus on getting these vile, vicious, wannabe political creatures from out of the leadership of them party. And them need to form a real party. Go back to the real PNP and renew it. They don't need to be arguing with anybody. They don't need to be running down any government. They're not fit to lead. And it's not just me, I said. Me know when I hear KD Knight talk it. It's on the other channel where KD Knight said, listen, the reason why the party is so disunited is because PNP sabotage PNP. Me go play it at the end of this, I'm going to hear it. PNP sabotage PNP. And it's basically back to bite Rise United in their butt. It's happening. Mark Golding was a part of that sabotage and he's getting his karma. Nobody's supporting him, right? And as a matter of fact, from Imam Bunting, a body, a cozy up, you know, people are going to use Bunting fat fry him, Mark Golding. And Mark Golding, you know, he put himself in that situation where he's sabotaging people. He knows that, you know, this is my karma. Now, Katie Knight said something else important to back up my point that the PNP is not in a position where they're fit to lead a country. You need a stable party and leadership to form a government and lead a country. And Katie Knight said, I'm going to play that for you too at the end of this video. Katie Knight also said that when the general secretary of the party cannot get a seat to sit in comfortably, because as you guys know, Dayton Campbell went in Westmoreland and his first day down there, the women them down there ball out in him face and tell him, you can't come here to come lead because you need to go back to Santana where you mash it up, go fix it back. The people in want him. So KD Knight said, listen, when the general secretary of the party is having such a hard time getting a seat, the chief executive of the party, Dayton Campbell, then you know there's something fundamentally, seriously wrong with the party and the perception by the public. So, therefore, this is what I'm saying now. Based on that, therefore, they're not fit to lead a government. I've said that since day one because I see their attitude and their behavior. I see they have no quality, they have no pedigree, and I'm saying it 4 years later. It's even worse now, because they've been there 4 years, still cannot prove themselves worthy of leadership. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. I will catch you next time, and I'm going to play those recordings so you can hear them. And I hope that you will share this content. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. And come over the other side. There's Jamaica Politics 2.0. Come over there, so come hang out with us. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.
Read it on a seat. And I'm rephrasing, read the general secretary on the seat. Any day we get to the point where the general secretary has to struggle to get a seat, since the general secretary is now allowed to sit in the lower house and still remain general secretary. Any day that individual has to struggle for a seat, then it sends a terrible message to the party, to the public, and will have a debilitating effect on the People's National Party. Or if it is a situation that obtains the JLP, the same. The General Secretary is the Chief Executive Officer of a party. And I don't know if he is integral in determining who should run, where, and process. And if he now has to struggle to get a seat, something wrong.
Idiot. You have to face reality.
I'm going to be brutally frank. See, the 2020 election, apart from COVID, PNP sabotaged PNP in order to sabotage Peter Phillips. I heard in my 2 years from a high-ranking PNP that the only party leader who will never become Prime Minister is Peter Phillips. And that came out of the events of 2019. PNP sabotaged PNP in order to sabotage Peter Phillips. When I asked for the identification, you see, if we know we can either act singly arrange some kind of dialogue or act collectively, but some kind of action could be put in place. And you know, we have Operation Restoration. So I'm not asking to embarrass or anything like that. No sinister motive. It is just to see how there can be a repair job. Because I'm a man who, in the final analysis, I feel that if you say some things and no action follow, saying it is empty. You understand? Me, a man who believe that you have to take action. Some action can be singular, some action must be collective. So that was my reason for asking about these, you know. And as you know, me like action. Me like action.
Idiot. You have to face reality. You have to face reality. That was a major part of the loss in 2020. So we have to remedy that. There are still some people today saying that Mark Golden must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. These are realities. These are realities. And they cause disunity. There has to be an effort to get rid of the disunity.